So let's get started with our first one. This book is called Alexander Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday, and it's written by Judith Vorst. Now, in this book, there's a lot of, this young man right here, he used to be rich. And then something happened to all of his money. So what I want to encourage you is to see if you can keep up with how much money his two brothers have and how much money he doesn't have, or what he used to have. So think about that as we read along. Alexander Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday. It isn't fair that my brother Anthony has $2.75 and 1 dime and 7 nickels and 18 pennies. It isn't fair that my brother Nicholas has $1 and 2 quarters and 5 dimes and 5 nickels and 13 pennies. It isn't fair because what I've got is bus tokens. And most of the time, what I've mostly got is bus tokens. And even when I'm very rich, I know that pretty soon what I'll have is bus tokens. I know because I used to be rich last Sunday. Last Sunday, Grandma Betty and Grandpa Louie came to visit from New Jersey. They brought lox because my father likes to eat lox. They brought plants because my mother likes to grow plants. They brought $1 for me and $1 for Nick and $1 for Anthony because, and Mom says this isn't nice to say, but we like money a lot, especially me. My father told me to put the $1 away to pay for college. He was kidding. Anthony told me to use the $1 to go downstairs to the store and buy a new face. Anthony stinks. Nikki said to take the $1 and bury it in the garden, and in a week a Dollar Tree would grow. Ha, ha, ha. Mom said if I really wanted to buy a walkie-talkie, save my money. Saving money is hard. Because last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I went to Pearson's drugstore and got bubble gum. And after the gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And after that gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And even though I told my friend David I'd sell him all the gum in my mouth for a nickel, he wouldn't buy it. Goodbye 15 cents. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I bet that I could hold my breath till 300. Anthony won. I bet that I could jump from the top of the stoop and land on my feet. Nikki won. I bet I could hide this purple marble in my hand and Mom could never guess which hand I was hiding it in. I didn't know that moms made children pay. Goodbye, another 15 cents. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money. Except that Eddie called me up and said he would rent me his snake for an hour. I always wanted to rent his snake for an hour. Goodbye, 12 cents. Anthony said when I'm 99, I still won't have enough for a walkie-talkie. Nick said I'm too silly to be let loose. My father said that there are certain words a boy can never say, no matter how ratty or mean his brothers are being. My father fined me 5 cents for saying them. Goodbye, dime. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, by accident, I flushed 3 cents down a toilet. A nickel fell through a crack when I walked on my hands. I tried to get my nickel out with a butter knife and also my mother's scissors. Well, goodbye 8 cents. Goodbye butter knife and the scissors. Last Sunday when I used to be rich, I found this chocolate candy bar just sitting there. I rescued it from being melted or smushed. Except the way I rescued it from being melted or smushed was that I ate it. How was I supposed to know that it was Anthony's? Goodbye 11 cents. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money. But when Nick did a magic trick that made my pennies vanish in thin air, the trick to bring them back he hasn't learned yet. Goodbye 4 cents. Anthony said that when I'm 199, I still won't have enough for a walkie-talkie. Nick said they should lock me in a cage. My father said that there are certain things a boy can never kick, no matter how ratty and mean his brothers were being. My father made me pay 5 cents for kicking it. Goodbye, nickel. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, Kathy around the corner had a garage sale. I positively only went to look. I looked at a half-melted candle. I needed that candle. I looked at a bear with one eye. I needed that bear. I looked at a deck of cards that was perfect except for no 7 of clubs and no 2 of diamonds. I didn't need a 7 or that 2. Goodbye 20 cents. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money. I absolutely positively was saving the rest of my money. Except I needed to get some money to save. I tried to make a tooth fall out. I would put that under my pillow and get a quarter, except no loose teeth. I looked in Pearson's telephone booths for nickels and dimes that people sometimes forgot. Well, no one forgot. I brought some non-returnable bottles down to Friendly's Market. Friendly's Market wasn't very friendly. I told my grandma and grandpa to come back soon. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I used to have $1. I do not have $1 anymore. I've got this dopey deck of cards. I've got this one-eyed bear. I've got this melted candle. And some bus tokens. So now that you've heard the story, I want to challenge you. I will connect 2 pictures of the pages that explain how much money his brother Anthony and his brother Nicky has. Can you figure out how much his 2 brothers have? How about a different challenge? Could you help Anthony figure out how to save his money better? Do you save your money? If so, I'd love to hear your ideas. What do you do? What would you suggest for Anthony, who used to be rich last Sunday, to do next time when his grandparents come over to visit?